Alrighty, so we're going to be looking at the brand new DLC. I am streaming this the day that it just launched. And what we're going to get from this, now, again, they're claiming that it's going to come out with more stuff later. But you get the original soundtrack, which is great, for me anyway, as a content creator, because it's something I can play during breaks and what have you. But it is going to come with one ship. New ship, and there should be more ships coming with this, but again, we have to look at it from the standpoint of what we have now. So there's one ship now. So let's go ahead and do a new run. I actually am at a point where I had finished up a run, so this will be one from scratch, and I'm not going to have to abandon anything. Do we want to go challenging? Sure, let's go challenging, just because this is a new thing. We'll start at Sector 1, though. Alright. So, yeah, this is it, the Battle Tiger, which is an upgraded version of the Tigerfish. Or, it's a bigger version, I guess, whatever. So this is your normal default ship. Evasion is less OP now? I don't know. I don't know if I felt like Evasion was all that OP before. I'm noticing that the Evasion is very low. The Tigerfish used to have a lot more evasion. I'm somewhat confused. Is that a bug? Because it used to be like one of the most evasive ships in the game. Huh. Now the Nuke Runner is one of the more evasive. And this percentage is way lower. So yeah, Ursi, I guess you're right there. They really lowered evasion a lot. Huh. Alright. Alright, so let's take a look at it. Battle Tiger is a military variant of the popular Tigerfish series. It was designed for long-range transport of VIP personnel in a hostile space and is equipped with explosives combinator. It comes with intruder bot nukes that release armed drones inside enemy ships. So, the thing with this is the VIP crew members. Oh, the patch notes behind me. Yeah, I didn't, you know what? Let's actually look at that. Now that you say that, let's take a look. Full input code rework to make the game more stable. Okay, that's good. I don't really remember too much stability problems, but all right, whatever. Hovering craftable module nuke now shows full module info. New effects of anti-shield weapons. Ship total DPM stats added, so in-game ship. Okay, so that's really good. Damage DPM. Actually, I'm not exactly sure. It's usually DPS, right? Whatever. I'm hoping that's damage per minute? Question mark? I don't know. Mini rebalance. Evasion is the less OP now. Cryo sleep modules heals crew faster now. That's actually good because oftentimes I'd put a crew member in cryo sleep and they'd never get healed. Explosives are cheaper and more common now. Yeah, that's much needed because energy weapons were the only way to go in this game before. Because ammunition was so scarce. Many rebalances across the game. Some fixes. New easier game mode. Read the game mode descriptions at new start for details. Okay. Okay. New power management view. I'm not sure what this is saying. Option to craft DIY modules and nukes and empty slots. Well, you were always able to do that. Alright, whatever. New captain log fragments and sector descriptions. 10 plus new ships. Not for you to control, though. I'm guessing it's like enemy ships. 50 plus new events. 40 plus new modules and nukes, including a variety of DIY nukes. 30 plus new perks. Lots of UI and UX improvements. Everything rebalanced in terms of difficulty, including ships, weapons, enemies, etc. Alright. Let's get back in here. Alright, so we're definitely going to go with the new ship. But let's go over what it has. So it has 5 weapon slots, which I think is pretty high. Might even be the highest. Yeah, that is definitely the highest in the game. So that's interesting. 5 nuke slots. It's not the highest in the game, but it's pretty up there. 24 other slots. That's okay. Accuracy is pretty decent, I think. Deflection. I'm sure there's ships that have higher deflection. Looks like 65 was one of the highest, but 60 is pretty darn good. Seems like the Nuke Runner is like really one of the better, like, from a raw stat standpoint ships. Okay, starting crew 7. All points is 30. Which I know that there's ships that have more than that. But it's still not bad. And survivability is 6 out of 10 versus the 0 out of 10 that the original Tigerfish had. I have a feeling they changed that number too, because I don't think it used to be 0, but alright. Let's go. Okay, so what do we got? Now, I have a lot of fate points from my last run. So we'll really be able to invest into this run. You think the lower part was for a previous patch? Ah, okay, it might have been. Professional ambassador wears powerful eye implants. Farm engineer who wanted more excitement, good at repairs. Retired empathy teacher once had to learn how to repair spaceships very quickly. An ex-diplomat who lost half of his face because of an accident in some kind of friendship ceremony. And a code hacker who wants to become fully android one day. And then we have Bad Biddy, which is a dog. This is the first time we've had a trained dog on here. With brain implants. He has been taught to operate ship sensors, although does not completely understand what he is doing. And then we have the cat, which is something we've always had. Oh, that was... Okay, that was a different thing. Alright. Okie dokie. So I'm probably going to do a lot of permanent upgrades, but let's take a look at the ship-specific upgrades first. It's like a lot of nukes. We have a lot of slots. I don't know how many of them are going to be filled starting out, though. So we get a Tiger shrapnel nuke, an experimental capital missile that releases nano shrapnel over a wide area. I'm going to guess shrapnel would be killing enemy crew. That's a guess, though. We have Tiger mountain nuke. A heavily armored single-shot missile that rams the target with force that could shatter micro moons. Smaller AoE, so it's just a kinetic. EMP double nuke. Pair of armored EMP nukes launched simultaneously. A Tiger nuke battery times 8. One single-use missile battery. A single-use battery that shoots 8 missiles. Well, that sounds pretty good. Well, what are they? Are they kinetic? Very, like, small impact, or what? And this is that intruder bot thing that they talked about. The intruder bot nuke releases an aggressive Tiger spider drone on impact. Tiger Dog 9000. This robot was built to provide assistance in construction and maintenance operations. Mod software allows unlimited aggression towards hostiles. We got a combat rabbit. We may buy this ancient combat organism from a biotech junk market. It is genetically modified for superior speed and strength and digitally trained to attack enemies in close combat. I feel like we almost have to get this. It's only 1 point, so there you go. Its name is Killy. It's a pink bunny. Or, I think it's pink. A shocker lizard. A live gift from an old friend of our AI. The creature is quite intelligent and can shoot energy rays from its eyes. Alright, we'll get that too. This creature is very intelligent and can tend to gardens. It can also naturally breathe fire at enemies. We're gonna get all of these things. This warp creature is an extreme rarity due to being able to effectively communicate with non-warp beings. It's quite intelligent and likes to stare into human eyes. Alright, there you go. Oh. We need an exotic. Okay, well there's ways of getting exotics. We might get the drone too. And then I figure we grab one of these. Because it sounds really awesome. Do we do an intruder bot? I'll look at the nukes a little bit later, but it seems like we're not really upgrading our ship systems all that much. We got a lot of these pets, some of which are going to be good for dealing with boarding actions, it seems. Okay, let's get some permanent upgrades with the vast number of points that we have. We also do need an exotic, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a scientist. Well, we have a fairly big crew at this point. Yeah, what the hell? Grab a scientist. Alright. We want to have a mini growery and potentially a DIY garden, although we could always build a DIY garden, so that's not really that too high of a priority. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some other things here. Now, we've got drones and stuff, but I figure we go ahead and get some of these permanent things, especially the cheaper ones. Because these will happen, these will apply every run we do, and we have a lot of fate points now, so good idea, I think, to do these kind of things while we have the points for them. So I'm going to get all of these permanent upgrades so that future runs are just going to be, you know, that much easier. Okay. So we could go with... I kind of like these fire safety drones. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one of those up. We're starting to have a pretty sizable crew here. Okay. Then we just got a little bit of points left over to like put into various resources. Okay. I'll think about the nukes here in a second, but we could do something like that, that, and that. And then we just get like some raw stat buffs. Okay, so we're not necessarily great from a resource standpoint, perhaps, but we have a lot of bonuses going into this, and we've also prepared pretty well for the future. So if this run goes all to poo, I mean, at least we got something out of it. Okay, let's start. Okay, this is the same, like, intro we've always gotten. Okay, let's go through stuff. So, first thing I'm going to do... take a look at what we got. So, let's take a look at the layout of the ship. Undeveloped missile launcher tube. Interesting. So is that what we need for these? Potentially. Where are our nuke slots? We got 1, 2, 3. We should have 5. Maybe that's these two? Yeah, upgrade to nuke slot. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Do we have any slots that are not used outside of that? So this is the first time you ever have like a nuke slot that isn't actually pre-built, which is interesting. Okay, so we got fuel tanks, got a kind of crummy reactor, mini nuke platform. So it uses a lot of, wow, that's a lot of ammunition. Platform shoots singular heavy missiles. All missiles are accurate, penetrate shields, never deflect, and damage modules over a wide area. So that's going to be consuming a lot of resources for us. And we have 2 of those. Well, I'm glad ammunition is cheaper. We got quite a bit of these cryo sleep chambers, which is interesting. More reactors. Like all this side is reactors. Bunch of point defense on this ship. Missile. So we've just got like absolute tons of missiles. What do we got here? EMP dual ray gun. All right. Platform that prints and launches armored missiles. All missiles are accurate. Penetrate shields. Blah blah blah. How much damage did this thing do? 1 by 5. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that ammunition is not that much then, because this is only 14. Alright, well, in any case, we definitely need the mini growery installed. We have that container, we have this container. We have a lot of capacity for fuel, I'm noticing. Maybe a couple different containers to get fuel. And then this holds exotics, metals, and food. We're gonna have to pull something so we have a growery of some kind. Shield battery. Oh, we start with the shield battery, that's interesting. Then we have a shield generator. What do I pull up? Maybe one of these cryo sleep chambers? I mean, this is gonna be better than that anyway, right? All right, let's get our crew assignments. We don't have a... Oh, I should have gotten a med bay. Didn't even think about it. Well, we have some injured crew that we're not going to be able to really do anything about at the moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at our crew. What they're good at. So let's start with growing. We're also going to want to know who's our best bridge officer, actually. So Neko is on the bridge, so that's fine. Okay, let's go back to growing. So you are gonna be definitely on growing. What's going on here? You have a little... You have mouse ears on? You're gonna be over here. Look at our crew again. You're gonna be on growing. Alright. Anyone else that's not like really a high priority personnel? Like, you're injured, you should definitely be in there. We need at least one person on the bridge. We don't have any science labs, so any scientists we may have doesn't really have anything to do in that regard. We should have somebody on sensors. Let's see if we have anybody that's good at sensors. You're already on the bridge, but that's okay. We'll get you on sensor. You're actually pretty good at sensors. Okay. Now everybody else should be in a freezer. Some type. So we got 2 growing, we have 2 in the freezer, and we have 1 on the bridge, which we need, and 1 on sensors, which we also kind of need. Let's take a look at our pets. Now, pets do eat food. Especially Shocky here. But there used to be an interface. Yeah, the pets don't have the interface here for whatever reason. That's weird. Alright, well, you are only capable of fighting, so you're going to be on that. Bad Biddy can be on sensors. Yeah, the turtle should be able to grow, but it's not very good at it, so unless we don't have another crew member working it. And if it consumed a lot of food, then yeah, that would make sense. Shocky's going to be a problem for us from a food standpoint. Yeah, we're losing a lot of food here. We could put Shocky in the freezer. Okay, yeah, we can put pets in the freezer. I forgot about that. So, Killy... I guess maybe you can't assign pets now? Because you used to be able to assign pets to specific things. And either they're not being marked, because this is the role slot, right? Either they're not being marked. That could possibly be a bug with this new patch. So if that's the case, I mean, we'll deal with it. But I guess we could put like a lot of these other guys in just cryo sleep to make sure that they're not like Pinky here can do a lot of things, which is nice, but also consumes a decent amount of food. So let's have Pinky go over into one of the cryo sleep, and that's going to be our max capacity. Which is a little bit of a problem because I think we're still losing a lot of food. Yeah, because these guys, Bad Biddy, the dog, the bunny, the turtle, and the cat. Well, the cat actually doesn't consume food, but these other 3 do, so that's 3 food. But even still, we're down on food production, so... We're gonna have to figure that out eventually. Alright, I think we're good to go. The only thing is bots, and they're already kind of assigned where they should be, except for you. I mean, you're not necessarily bad at using weapons, but let's set you to repair. Because that's what you got. That's what you're here for. Alright. Close. 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 Okay, apparently this DLC has a lot of bugs. Because I can't get this to close. We're going to minimize it and just stick it over here. Okay. I've seen at least maybe 2 bugs so far. Alright, I think we're more or less ready to go. I will save this as our peacetime setting. I don't have a wartime setting yet, but we'll figure that out when we're actually in wartime. We could pull the explosive combinator if we have something we'd rather have out there. I'd rather have another cryo sleep, honestly. Let's redo some of this. So the cryo sleep is all over there. You know what? No. My bad. Let's put it over here, just so it's a little bit more in the middle of the ship. How does this work? So you take fuel and synthetics to make metals and ammunition, mostly ammunition. Okay. All right, now we can go in and grab a couple more of our pets. So, turtle. This is going to give us a lot of food, but it's better than nothing. And then the dog. He's already right nearby it. Now we'll save that. So it's like 5, loss of 5 food. Not great, but it's better than nothing. Okie dokie, let's take a look at the star system. Alright, we probably want to go here. Actually, let's take a look at the sector map real quick. We got 2 planets, 1 fleet, 1 planet, trade signal. We will want to go to where fleets are so we can get in fights if there are enemies. Let's take a little bit of look down there. Okay, that's a friend, but if we get opportunities to fight, we'll want to do that. Alright, let's go right over here. Accessible fuel elements detected in outer atmosphere. Atmospheric risks within acceptable range. Harvest fuel with the ship. The outer atmosphere contains only a trace amount of fuel. Well, it's better than nothing. We may harvest more elements from the deeper layers of the atmosphere. However, powerful atmospheric effects of the gas giant make the operation inherently risky. I don't think we can really afford the synthetics, so I'm just going to leave now. I mean, 48 gas for, fuel. Not too bad. Speaking of which, let's take a real quick look at our engine and its efficiency. It's not that bad as far as an efficiency standpoint goes. I am going to have to relearn the engines a little bit because they did rebalance a lot of the things. So we'll see. All right, let's hop on over this way. This gas giant has a thin layer of harvestable fuel elements in the atmosphere. Atmosphere conditions are mild at the moment, but may intensify at some point. Let's harvest. A small plasma tornado caused an accident during operation, so we lose a health point, but we get some a little bit of fuel. Except for whatever reason, this didn't go down. Did I miss that? That was a health point, was it not? It was a gray thing. I don't know. I'm a little confused now. All right, let's go ahead and go on over this way. Oh, we got something. Shipwreck. Let's go get that. It is a half-dissolved shipwreck of a destroyer. It seems to be a victim of space life, as there are no obvious signs of looting. All right, we'll scavenge. Might be a mistake. Found a quality sensor system aboard the ship. Damaged, but still intact. Do we get a module and some resources? Okay, so this is probably a better... I'm just going to say store all enclosed, but this is probably a better sensor than this. So this is a non-combat sensor Mark 1A. This is a non-combat sensor Mark 2. So 350 RU, 21 RU. Yeah, it just seems straight up better. Alright. Let's go back out onto the star map. Thick forests cover this planet. Looks like a good spot for harvesting some organics. We kind of need organics, so I'm fine with that. Most of the local organisms produce a non-carbon resin that prevents turning the local vegetation into a readily consumable organics. However, we could process it into explosives on the spot. So we spend some synthetics to get some ammunition. We really do need ammunition, so I'll do that. Research and process the resin. Could have been a processing malfunction, a wetware error, or anomalous properties of the resin. In any case, the resin didn't turn volatile as expected, but became a worthless chewing gum-like substance. At least we generated some research data on the process. Ouch. Alright. Let's move on. Okay. This only has one planet. This has two. And we know there's a fleet here, so... Let's come on over here. We could always backtrack if we want, but... Okay, let's go to the planet with the egos. Oh, we also have this. So, might be worth a look there. We got a metal trader. It's one of the famous rainbow worlds, covered in a superactive, semi-biological soup of various rare chemicals. Seems like a good spot for harvesting organics and possibly more. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this. Research operation completed without incidents. The crew also recorded some beautiful views of the local scenery. Oh, unfortunately we didn't get any organics. Oh, it continues. The local rainbow soup is a viable resource that contains only microbial organisms with extremely low sentience index. We could easily set up some extraction and processing facilities here. Some of the materials can be recovered after the operation. No, this is pretty expensive, and we just shoot. I mean, organics we're not doing too bad on. Again, the explosives are probably a pretty high priority for us. So I'm gonna go this route. Although the fuel might be good too. Extraction operation completed without incident. Okay, we got a little bit of explosives. Maybe that's not worth it though. Their existence to you, fellow consciousness. Let us trade varieties of matter for a mutual benefit. Our fleet will be departing from this system after the present interaction, so we present you with an exclusive set of offers. We could buy a bunch of metal, which honestly is probably not a bad idea. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Thank you for the exchange. Please accept this minor gift as an additional token of our gratitude. The traders have gifted us a barrel of local psychoactive brew known for its strength. It's meant for cyborgs only and can be burned as star fuel, so we get a little bit of fuel out of that. That's good. Let's go ahead and go over to the gas giant, see if we can get some more fuel. This gas giant has a large volume of harvested fuel elements in the atmosphere. Atmospheric conditions are safe for orbital mining. Let's harvest. Satellite discovered. As we approach the gas giant, we find a broken research satellite. Its weather data shows that the atmosphere of the planet will sometimes suddenly produce incredibly dangerous megastorms. Alright, so we got some resources. Operation completed without incidents. We harvest more fuel from deeper layers of the atmosphere. However, powerful atmospheric effects of the gas giant make this operation inherently risky. We will leave now. Okay, we got warp life. Oftentimes warp life can be dangerous, but sometimes it's rewarding to encounter it. So, at this stage of the game, we're pretty early. I think we'll go for it. Lone warp whale has approached us, possibly just to satisfy its curiosity. These beautiful creatures are known for their beautiful telepathic songs that even passerby can hear. The bodies are also full of exotic substances. You will listen to its singing without harming it. You and your crew are filled with intensive, beautiful emotions as you listen to the whale singing. Our telepathic song seems to be mostly about distant relationships common between warp whales. We record the encounter for scientific purposes. Has got a faint point, which is always good. Alright, what do we got? Alright, let's take a look at the star map to see where that is. Okay, Sapora is here. I honestly don't know if I want to use that though. Because we do want to come here. So, let's check real quick though. Is this fleet up ahead friendly? It is not. Alright, so in case we run into it, I should set up some semblance of combat settings. So, just so we have it set. And we didn't save that earlier, so notice that. Alright, let's look through our crew. Let's first start off. We already have somebody on the bridge. How many bridge officers can we have on this? 2, it looks like. Okay, let's start with bridge. We already have that person on bridge. You probably should be the other person on the bridge because you're not really good at a whole lot else. You would be my other bridge officer. That's the bridge officers. Sensors is not important during combat. Gunnery skill. Okay, you are going to be on a gun. Preferably not that one. Can you, like, go on the missiles or something instead? Go on one of these guys. Alright, how fast does this thing fire? 16 seconds? How fast does this thing fire? 15 seconds. How fast does this one fire? 14 seconds. 9 seconds, okay. Good to know. Okay, let's go back through our crew. Alright, so you should also be on a gun. I almost feel like I should tell you what gun to be on, though. So, come on over here. Okay. Then everybody else is a 1, so we'll see what else we got. So, shields. You're going to be on shields. Okay. And that should be everybody. Everybody is currently assigned except you, huh? You're pretty bad at everything, aren't you? Got an okay weapon, maybe? Maybe we put you on security. Or maybe there's something that just having somebody on, even if they only have 1 skill point, is still not a bad idea. So I'm gonna have you come on over and run a gun. Actually, I don't care what gun you're on, just go on a gun. Alright, that's fine. Yet again, I can't close the damn thing. So, seems like this DLC is not really as ready for prime time as you'd like. Seems like you can get rid of it by selecting something else. It's just weird. Okay, and then all the pets. Why I can't do anything with the roles here, I don't know, and it's really weird. If that's the case. You are put on warp drive in case we need to jump somewhere. It does put you kind of in the center of the ship too, so we can use you for other things as well. Let's see. You, I think, are mostly designed for combat, so we'll put you on that. Really the only thing you can do. Same thing with you. I'm just gonna put a lot of the pets on combat roles. They're not already on them. Now, the cat can't do that kind of stuff, but that's okay. Okay, I think everybody's assigned, but it's really hard to tell because there's no indicator of that. Then the bots are already kind of assigned to what they need to be. So this will be our combat supreme. Okay, we'll load our peacetime. Alrighty. So we need to jump. Okay. I should have been on combat settings before I jumped. I just now realized my mistake. 2 Red Empire vessels approaching. The larger one is shielded and has at least 3 weapon systems. The other one is small, unshielded craft with a single light weapon. Alien vessel, you have trespassed under Red Empire property, this space, and must pay the relevant tax or be immediately destroyed. Nothing personal, I'm just following orders here. Prepare for battle. One of the ship's withdrawals before the battle starts. Perhaps to call for reinforcements, or perhaps the commanding rat officer just wants to observe the fight from a safe distance. Okay, we're gonna immediately pause. We're gonna go ahead and load our combat settings, which I should have had on anyway. Alright. We're gonna burn through a lot of ammunition doing this, but I don't think using a nuke on this guy really makes a whole lot of sense. I'm gonna have this kind of just fire in this general direction. Lasers kind of fire over here. Now the missiles I want specifically to try and target the power systems. There's only 2 power systems, well no, I'm sorry, 3 power systems on here. And we want to get all of them, so... Ah, okay. So the mini nuke is not a very precise weapon. I guess that makes sense. I wonder... That's probably a pretty big damage area, I would imagine. Let's compare. No, it's no different. Okay. That should be all our weapons. What do you got? You got 2 lasers and a cannon. Might be okay with this fight. As is. We've got alright shields. And pretty good point defense. Okay, that was the mini nukes that just went off. That was pretty good. Probably wasted some ammunition there, but that's okay. Utility bots have salvaged all resources left on the battlefield. Okay, we get a warp drive. I'm gonna go ahead and just store it for now. But we'll compare the two here. So you versus you. So it's faster, consumes less fuel, more fragile. It only has 5 hit points, but yeah, let's go ahead and replace that. Also more fuel efficient. I mean, not fuel efficient, energy efficient. So every way that warp drive is better, which is nice. All right, let's go ahead and load our peacetime settings. All right, we're good to go. Let's open up the star map. Just jumped in here, and we should be right next to this. So we'll go ahead and go there. Okie dokie. As far as I know, we have no damage. No, we don't. Okay. Nothing really here that we would want, I don't think. I don't think we're that hard up for resources. Brew is going to be something we probably want to pick up. Because there's still a lot of needs, especially for guns. The guy's not particularly good at guns, but these guys are pretty good because they don't actually need a lot of food, I think, yeah. The insects, on the other hand, are kind of the opposite, but this guy's pretty good at guns. He's also good at growing, so that helps. That's a really good gunnery skill. Kind of expensive to pick him up, though. Yeah, see, these two are pretty good. This one in particular, very good at gunnery skill. Only 229 versus the 236. Alright. I figure we pick this guy up. More than likely, we put this this creature into cryosleep. Probably take out one of the like the dog. But this put us more into a food problem. Now I could get this character and put them on food production, which would help very slightly. But I think we'd actually end up losing more food than we'd gain. Okay. But we're not doing too bad with organics. Star fuel we would probably do with more of, although again we're not doing terribly. I think we just buy some explosives because we kind of really need those as we burn through a lot. So buy. How many crests do we have? I'll buy the whole damn lot. How much can we hold? We can hold quite a lot. Okay, bought them all. Okay, and then we got a planet over here. We'll take a look at. Unknown object, cryopod. Oh, we might get another crew member for free. These escape pods have drifted in space for a long time and seem to contain several cryofrozen individuals. Record shows that the pods were ejected after an attack by unknown forces. Our AI has decided we should only open the pods using safety procedures outside the ship. Okay, safety protocol is 20 metals. I think we're doing okay on metals, so... One of the pods contained a live crew member. After defreezing our ship, AI had a private conversation with the crew survivor, and they decided to join our crew. All right, what did we get? We got an insect, which usually these guys consume a lot of food, so we're going to put them either in cryo sleep or what have you. If I remember correctly, the turtle doesn't really eat too much food. Okay, what are you good at? You're not too bad at gunnery and other things, so we're definitely going to want to redo some of our settings, but okay. Looking good, looking good. And we're still increasing our food consumption, which is not as good, but... Dave? Come on over this way. This one has a colony of the Plei, a species of fairly advanced humanoids. The Plei are famous because apparently their entire population is playing or watching some kind of virtual multiplayer game. The game is so interesting that they have lost all of their ambitions to achieve anything outside of their dome cities. They're taken care of by various robots and AIs. Okay, let's contact them. They might not actually even pay attention. Sorry, but all locals are busy at the moment. I have been instructed to let you know we are currently not interested in any outside contact. Not respecting our expressed borders will trigger planetary defenses. As a token of hospitality, we have prepared you a cargo container filled with local food and drugs. Have a good day. Okay. I guess that's that. I figured they wouldn't really want to talk to us because they're too busy, right? Let's take a look at our sector map then. So we have a fleet and 2 planets over there, so we might actually want to head over there. Let's see. It is an enemy fleet, so that definitely we want to go there. The more enemy fleets we encounter, the better. So we either jump here and then there, or we jump here or then there. Let me take a look. Looks like we may have more things over here, but just to be sure, I think it was up this way. Yeah, definitely looks like there's more things over in that direction, so we'll come here. Oh, okay. We didn't expect there to be that. So it only said 1 planet, but there's actually 3. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and get this one first. The custom ship container. We actually might want a ship container. There's a commercial ship service station on this planet, specializing in custom-built cargo modules. Service includes free food. Large metal synthetics explosives multi-container. I'd actually want this, I think. But I don't have the credits to buy it. So come back later. Going over this way. Lifeless planet. Forms of advanced urban landscapes can be seen from orbit. Looks like a war zone between some of the elder species. No signs of life detected. Immense size gives the planet a high gravity field. We'll explore it. Broken habitation domes dot the landscape. Signs of the thermonuclear and heavy energy warfare are visible everywhere. This place could be full of hazardous conflict remains. Unknown urban technology patterns require the presence of crew for a successful salvage mission. Okay, we'll explore and send the crew. If some of them die, well, that's less of a food drain on us. Okay, well. Crew max hit points added or removed on some crew members. So somebody lost a max hit point, it looks like. Then we had 6 injuries. Scavengers were ambushed by advanced warbots hiding in the ruins. We started to leave this planet after recovering the surviving operatives, but little they gathered. So I think in the past this would have been straight up a crew dying. So I think they kind of toned that down a little bit, which honestly I'm glad they did, because that was very frustrating to have just random events just kill your crew members. Because in the last run I did, most of my crew died to random events. Most of them. So a large militarized trade ship is approaching. It seems to be armed with 5 projectile weapons and several nukes. That's okay, it's a smuggler. May your profits accelerate, fellow consciousness. Let us trade forms of energy for mutual profit. Our fleet will be leaving the system after the meeting is over, so this is a once in a body time offer. Analysis of the traded Trader fleet. Credentials suggest less than perfect. Reputation. So usually what this means is they screw you in some way. We're not allowed to fight them unless they screw us, though, I think, is the way that this works. But we kind of want explosives, right? So I'm purposely trying to have them screw me so that I can fight them. Because I think it was just one ship. It seems like it's heavily armed, but it's only one ship. So we're not doing too bad. I think we take this fight, if it happens. We'll buy it for 150 credits. Dishonest trade. Expecting the trade package reveals some of the explosives have been kept so poorly that they have degraded into synthetics. Smuggler ship is preparing to leave the system. Does not respond to our further communication requests. We'll attack the cheater. Okay, we need to pause here, though. His ship seems fairly good. Hopefully we're not going to die here. But in any case, we have to load combat settings, but I also need to assign the new crew members. So, you two. Well, honestly, you should be on this gun. You only have a 3. I'm just going to assign you to any gun rather than a specific one. Alright, yeah, so they definitely have bugs that they need to work out a little bit here. I figure we fire some nukes at this guy. They do have point defense, but I really just want to get in there. I'm gonna put it in here. See if we can knock out their point defense, because we have a lot of missiles. Missile-based weapons. This thing's got pretty strong shields, so we'll try and take it out with an EMP as well. I'm firing all my nukes, because this is going to be a tough fight, I think. But it's one that I feel like we need to do. Where's the power systems? All the way back here. Looks like they're all grouped, so we'll kind of like go for that. They do have barrel nukes, which is going to be a problem because that will light me on fire if they fire them off. Alright. Probably a lot of resources invested in this, but I'm a little afraid of how much damage I'm going to take here. Do we have bots that can do repairs? When did we get this guy? Oh, or is this one of the things from the Where are you? I can't change his role? Like, what the hell? Okay. Fighter bots are fighting. This one looks like it might die, because it's like being attacked by multiples. This one will probably live. Okay. They're charging up their warp drive. Where's their warp drive? Right there. We're gonna aim everything at that. See if we can hit it. Okay, here come the nukes, which is a little bit of a problem. I don't know if our point defense is good enough to stop that. We managed to knock out one, but I doubt we'll be able to knock out more than that. So I have to really be ready. I don't want you to burn up, kitty cat. Come over here. We have to really be ready to fight these fires. What are you? You're the rabbit. Fight fire instead of do repairs. I feel like we may have had more firefighting potential, but we'll go with that. Matter of fact, you get on firefighting as well. Alright, so we lost both our warp drive and go back to repairs. You go back to the bridge. You go back to the shields. And whatever this was. Which honestly I don't know if I know at this moment what it was. Oh, the shield battery. We lost the shield battery too. For the fire. So fire is still massively OP. Alright, we should have the kill on this now. But we'll probably take some more damage. Alright, you two bots have salvaged all resources left on the battlefield. So it was kind of an expensive ordeal. DIY point defense, completely pointless for us to pick up. So we lost our warp drive. We have to reinstall that. Right. We lost somebody. Oh, Pinky died. Alright, so that was one of our pets. Unfortunately. I'm not gonna read through all this, but there will be remembered. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save the combat settings here. And load our peacetime settings, and I'm gonna guess we may have a cryosleep thing open. Yeah, we do. We have one slot open, so... Who's not in sleep that should be? I guess one of our pets. Go to sleep. Yes, Killy. Okay. Why can't we craft this to fuel? Did they change that? Seems they have. You can't convert organics into... Oh no, it's because it's too little. That's what it... Alright, well, convert... Actually... Oh, we need more metals before I can do this. Convert to fuel... Dump excess. I feel like the point defense layout of this ship is really not the best. As we were not really stopping a lot of things coming in. But while we're at it, this needs to be upgraded to a core slot. No, it'd even have to be a core slot than a hybrid slot. We have 2 upgrades to do, and I don't think we could afford the hybrid slot. Yeah. Because I'd like to put another, point defense down if I can, but unfortunately I don't have the yeah, I can't really put it where I would want, so fortunate. Alright, let's go ahead and close this because we're not in combat anymore. Did I load up my peacetime? I think I did. Alright, let's just save that. Okay, so we went there. Now we can go here and then we can leave. This lifeless planet has a definite warp energy source on its surface. Could be a precursor technology or possibly a warp animal. Let's investigate. Warp energy comes from a large, very advanced robot. It hacks one of our bots to communicate safety and then releases it. Approach. As our crew approaches, they get an unnerving feeling that somebody is reading their minds. You need help, the robot states coldly. It looks at our ship, and we see pieces of ground rising up in the air around it. The dirt transforms into metal bits, which attach themselves to the ship's hull. The robot then falls silent. So it repaired us. There's a bunch of different interactions you can get from that. I'm guessing you have to be intact to get the other interactions and not have any damage. We only had 2 damage though, so it's not that big of a deal. You are in cryo sleep, so you will get repaired or healed, I should say. Okay, go ahead and go to sector map because we need to get out of here. So we want to go here, and there's an enemy fleet, so we should load up our combat, sorry, our combat setting. And then we should jump just as a precaution. No. So that was a tough fight. Probably a little soon for us to take that kind of fight. I'm just gonna move on over. But we got resources out of it. A medium-sized Rat Empire ship approaching. Project an active energy shield and at least 3 weapon systems. Okay, so pretty standard stuff. They want us to pay a fine. We're going to say no and prepare for battle. Another small ship joins the enemy as they attack. Okay, they're behind us. That's actually better because I think our point defense setup is better there. So you have lasers. You're more of a big boy, so you should be our target for now. Yeah, I'm noticing that it's just not very like the game seemingly is not running very well. Like I'm having to select things multiple times. Going for their power system, which are seemingly all in the middle here. Not gonna fire off our nukes. That can be saved. We'll just ignore this guy because we got some shields. Unfortunately, our shield battery went down, so our shields are weaker than they once were. But okay, let's just play. This is a Gatling gun which can pierce our shield, which is worrying. And our point defense isn't going to be able to do a whole lot about it. Wait, what's going on here? Why are you guys just standing there? You should be on guns. Maybe all the guns are manned. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So you should be on point defense then. You run up there. You run down there. Okay, so we are taking damage because of the fact that we have no shields, because our shields are really not that strong now that our shield batteries are gone. Nuke coming in. Probably will land. Ouch. Okay. We need to start firing over here. Alright, we more or less have this one. So the one thing I'm noticing about the mini nukes is it seemingly is really good against destroying modules or damaging them. Good 2 modules and some resources. Might allow us to do some upgrades that I want to do. All right, so we got a DIY multi-container and a rat shield generator. All right, we're going to go ahead and grab both of these. All right, so where am I? We can put the shield generator here. What happened to the person that's supposed to be on my shields? You're growing food. That is a part of the game, but it's honestly, to me, a little bit of annoying part of this game because the crew went back to peacetime settings kind of without being prompted, and they're not on their assignments as they're supposed to be, which is rather annoying. So where did the other guy go that I had on point defense? I don't know. At this point, I think this is correct. Whatever. I really wish they hadn't changed that because it just makes things more frustrating when you're like trying to save presets and stuff where the guys just walk off and do whatever they want to do. All right. 1 and 6. So this is not as good as this. It is faster, which is something we're having a little bit of a problem with. I'm going to go ahead and just install it. What the hell? I don't feel like we really need more food or fuel capacity. Maybe food, but not so much the fuel. Unless we want to put that there instead. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if upgrading this nuke slot really makes sense. I'm trying to think of, like, how do we make this ship better? What we really need is better power systems, but we're nowhere near getting that. And then maybe re-optimizing our point defense systems. Having them in places where we're going to get more coverage on our ship. That would be nice as well. Oh, we don't have enough metals. My bad then. What would scrapping this give us? 60 metals. Which I think is enough. We have very little metals though. I'm gonna go ahead and do it though. Okay. You get turned into a nuke slot. Oh, we can actually build these, huh? I might disassemble this combat sensor Mark 1. It's not really all that good, but for now we'll just hold on to it. Okay, looking good. We are running really low on ammunition though, because of just how ammunition focused our build is. Alright, let's explore the system. So we'll go over to the gas giant first. What's this? Like a ship. Let's load our peacetime settings before we do anything. I'm not so sure I'm that big of a fan of the ship. It's not like it's a terrible ship or anything. The Thar system, where does that go? Thar system. Oh, yeah, that's right. That goes back there. Let's get to the gas giant. I just have to be careful. We don't run into... I think we're going to have a problem maybe running into asteroids no matter what we do. Oh. So it's kind of a waste of time. Oh. Load combat. A single medium-sized Rat Empire ship approaching. We detect an active energy shield and at least 4 energy, weapon systems. Comm channel. Okay, he's going to again ask for a bribe. We're going to prepare for battle. Alright. Okay, again, we're going to try and go after the reactors, but like it seems like most of the good stuff is in the back end of the ship anyway. We'll aim over here. This guy does have nukes, which may be a problem. I want this. So I need to not hit it, actually. Make sure we get it. So anything that's going to do like a lot of module damage, we might have to be careful there. Also, crew assignments. Anybody good at shields? You're alright at shields. Switch you to shields. What do we get? Okay. I'm half tempted to just fire the nuke into here. Like, right in this area. Yeah. I want this over with, fast. I also want to see this one go. Because I'm afraid we're going to take a lot of damage. Okay, he's trying to run, I believe. 28 seconds. I think we've got him dead before then, maybe? I mean, I'm going to try and aim for it, but... Let's see. We're going to take a crap ton of damage here, I think. Because our shields are just not good enough. Fellowship complete. Our utility bots have so much resources left on the battlefield. Please give me the grower. Yeah! Awesome. I'm gonna just hit store all and close. This is also probably something that's pretty good for us to use. I'm gonna have to take a look at it. So 400 food. Oh, that's our only way of storing food, though. Maybe put this here instead of this. What does this hold? This holds ammunition. We really need this storage, I think. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at our other cargo. So that's going to be this. Easy thing here. This holds 5 crew members, so we're going to have our food situation turn around real fast here. Let's go ahead and load our peacetime settings. And then some of the crew that is in cryosleep is actually going to go into growing. But we'll take a look at that here. Second. So none of these guys are very good at growing, but it's better than nothing. So you consume a lot of food. You definitely should be on the growery. You're damaged, so we want to keep you in here. You also are going to be on the growery. And then I guess you're going to be on the growery. And then we'll put pets that are not frozen in the freezer. Alright, that's not going to completely turn our food production around. But it definitely makes it better. Okie dokie. And then we have the emitter growery as a backup in case anything goes wrong. Alright. Let's go ahead and save our peacetime. Okay, we were on our way this way. There might be another ship over here. For a mix of elements, hay air can be converted either to fuel or explosives. What makes this planet truly special? How are we doing on fuel? Alright, but our explosives are very bad. What makes this planet truly special are its mild atmospheric conditions and predictable profile, making overall level of risk very low. We're going to go ahead and convert to explosives because we need the explosives badly. Okay, we got a little bit of fuel, but much more explosives. Oh. We need to load combat presets. Small fleet of ships is approaching tactical weapon range. So they are using some kind of auxiliary jamming devices and decoys to make the exact contents of their fleet unclear from this range. Alright, there's nothing personal. We need to feed our families. Let's fight them. Oh, there's only one ship, so it wasn't really a fleet, but they were using a device to confuse our sensors, so I guess that makes sense. Okay, so we'll go ahead and aim right at the Gatling gun. All right, I want to try and take out their power systems as much as I'm able. Yeah, we just need to have better ship systems. Like across the board. You see that whatever was here just got annihilated by that mini nuke. Oh, they're daring to invade the ship. Let's there should be a crew member here. I'm really starting to get frustrated with this game. I'm guessing maybe the guy is on the shields or something. We should have 2 people on shields. We do not have 2 people on the shields. I'm guessing these are the enemy crew members that are... I'm sorry to say, but this DLC is proving to be very buggy. So I have not only the enemy crew, I mean my own crew on here, this is the enemy crew. So let's just assign them to nothing. Like, what is going on? Like, really? And yet again, I can't, like, close things. Like, why am I able to do that? Okay, you guys just all come over here. I'm actually not sure which thing I'm selecting there, but I don't really want the cat over there. But all the other things that can fight go over there. Looks like they might be more here. These are pets for their intended killing purposes. That was a quick kill on that guy. Utility bots have salvaged all resources left on the battlefield. Yeah, our ammunition is really getting desperate, though. Ooh, a better bridge. That's nice. Let's go ahead and store all and close. I'm starting to think doing this on the day that the DLC launches is probably not the best idea, because that was some bug. I probably should have taken a screenshot of it. I was focused on what we were doing. Let's go ahead and load our peacetime settings. All right. Yeah, so I may wrap things up here, because I want to give them these guys, the developers here, a chance to patch some of these issues that I'm noticing. But yeah, we're really running into a lot of bugs. I feel like some pretty significant ones. So okay, yeah. Well, I think we're definitely getting there with our ship. So what I would do is I'd install this more than likely. Although this does demand more power. We might want to install the ancient mini cannon instead of like one of these missiles systems, just because of our ammunition and how desperate it's starting to get. So that's a thought. But yeah, I mean, obviously we can plug this thing in. Just have to keep in mind that it drains like really needed resources insofar as fuel. Fuel is like a really valuable commodity. But yeah, this I think you pretty much are gonna do. I'm not sure there's really too much of Actually, I'm actually torn on even doing this. This might actually be better because I don't think I have enough crew members to actually assign to the bridge at the moment. And you get more things out of this, and it's less power draw. Yeah, so we're just gonna like wrap this up. I was only gonna do like a few hour stream anyway, and as we're seeing, you know, there's a little bit of issues that need resolved. So we're probably gonna just put this to a halt right here, but that's fine. Again, I think we're doing pretty well. As far as the sector goes, we're more than halfway through it. We only have a few sectors left to go if even we want to visit everywhere, although we might want to do that. It's starting to get a little desperate on resources. Because all the fighting we've been doing, I just want to check. Okay, that's friendly. You know what? Before we do anything else, I do want to wrap this up just by getting the ship carcass before I forget. Okay, it's a wrecked fuel tanker, looted of all valuable materials. The remaining metals and synthetics of the ship frame were too cheap to justify looting. However, a small cloud of leaked star fuel has been detected nearby. Let's collect the fuel. Nothing to report. Alright, well, we get a little bit of fuel. So this might be one of those situations where I would plug in that explosives combinator to get some explosives, because we really do need it at this stage as we're running out, and our ship weapons are so dependent upon the ammunition to run that if we got another fight, we'd be screwed. So that's pretty much where we're at, but as I said, we're going to wrap up here, just give the developers a little bit of chance to iron out some of these bugs that we're seeing, which most of the ones I've encountered so far have been more annoying than anything else. Like opening this up and seeing the enemy crew as well as my own crew is just annoying because it makes it more confusing of who is who, more or less. Because it wasn't really like marking the fact that it was an enemy, I don't think. And then the other one was just like not being able to close the menus, like if you did anything else in the menu, or I don't really know the situation of why that bug was happening, but it was also frustrating as well. So yeah, but in any case, hopefully they can fix these kind of things, and I assume they will. All right, so let's